All right, another challenge today. Welcome back to the channel. But before we get to that, I wanted to do like a quick review of yesterday's slot session because I didn't really know what it was all about when it was over.
What's it all about? Know what I mean?
What's it all about, Alfie?
I was a little confused by it. Going in, I really thought the Konami slot, I was basically going to run out of money within the first 5 minutes because that's my normal experience playing Konami. But I didn't, which was surprising. I guess because it didn't have progressives and so it had to give line hits. Otherwise, everybody would just take a baseball bat to that game within the first week of it being installed. And I love IGT games for the most part, but I don't think that was a good game to play in comparison with the other two. That Twin Strike game, the 6 reels, it's extremely volatile. You can't get the bonus, but the line hits are terrible. And I don't know, six reel games like that are kind of quirky. They don't play the same way as other games. So if I do this again, I'm going to have to pick games that are more closely aligned with one another. So yeah, those are my general impressions. I was actually pleasantly surprised, I think, by the Konami game. I don't know if I'm won over yet because I have too many PTSD moments from playing All Aboard and China Shores and all the other games that I just have never won anything on. So that being said, on with today. We're going to do a $100 challenge, and I'm going to do it kind of guerrilla style. Hit and run, baby. All day long. And so I'm going to start with $100, pick a machine. If I get up 10%, which would be $10, I'm going to move on to another machine. And I'm going to do that in $50 increments. So if I get up to like $150, then I got to win 15 to move on, et cetera, et cetera. If I get down to 50, then I got to win $5, get up $5 to move on, and we'll see how long we can keep it going. So with any luck, we can be successful. Let's say if I double up, get up to $200, I'll be done for the day. Nice little quick double up, maybe. If I can get lucky and get a decent bonus. That's the game plan. Let's see if we can't roll this up. Let's see if we can't win for a change. Okay, first game of the day. We're going to do Cannonball Reloaded. Got the $100 on the machine. $1.25 spin. Let's get a win.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Okay, so literally the third spin in, I hit 4 of a kind of the gold bricks. I'm up $20, and that's the challenge. Today, I'm gonna collect. All right, so now we're on the second game, Action Dragons. Got our 120 ticket from Cannonball Reloaded in, and we're gonna do $1.20 spins. Let's see how we do. We're gonna drop down below my starting by 10%, so I'll cash out, move on. Okay, so we're gonna go to Griffith's Throne, IGT here. This is the ticket I took over from Action Dragons. We're gonna do 75 cents a spin, and I think I'll play it down to, let's say $70 at the lowest. All right, here we go. This game is ginormous, but I got the pre-game. It's down to $75. So key here is to get a lot of re-triggers. far, this is kind of terrible. One retrigger, 3 extra games. Yeah, not that big. Well, that was intense for not a lot. Get up for yourself. And all right, so we're moving on from Griffin's Throne, excuse me, Dangerous Beauty. There's that voucher. And I think we're going to do 80-cent spins. Let's see if we can bankroll build. Alright, I think that's enough. What I come up here with 90, 95. Okay, so I gotta do just a little bit better. So there's the win. Full screen, not the top symbol, but I think like the third best symbol. So $32. That'll be more than enough. Yep. So 124. I'm at the high water mark. We'll do one backup spin and cash out. All right, pretty good. Okay, next up, Flying Horse, which I think just because the progressives are so insanely high on 80 cents, if you watch the channel, you know I've been trying to hit that major on the 80-cent bet. That's what I'm going to do here. There you see the ticket I brought over from Dangerous Beauty and 80-cent spins. Let's see if we can hit something. All right, I'm going to film vertically again. So down and push a little bit. Got the crazy massive vertical bonus here. You need to get the horses landing in the flame boxes. Not that horse, but the blue one. Yeah, that guy, but he needs to be one up. So far, this is not looking too good. Yeah, pretty terrible. bonus. I didn't hardly get any line hits. I played down the $100 and I'm going to cash out. We're on Wolf Run Gold now. There's the $100 ticket. Took for Flying Horse. I think this is a fairly volatile game. I think I'm just going to do 60-cent bets. And I'll take it at most down to, let's say, $80. Basically nothing was hit on this game. $80, cash it. Alright, moving on. Alright, we're gonna play a little Bison Rumble. It's like the Bear Rumble, but there's no progressives on this one. There's that $80, 31 cents for Wolf Run. We'll do 80-cent spins, play down to 60. And I hit absolutely nothing there, no bonus, down to 60 bucks. Cash it out. Alright, my ultimate fire link. Just going to bet, 50-cent bet, there are the progressives. 1 cent. Get the player's card back in there and get it working. Alright, here we go. Absolutely nothing here. Down 20 bucks. Alright, here we go. Probably our last game of the day. $40 in, taking over from Firelink. Make it last, we're just going to do 25-cent spins. Alright, I got the 50 spins at 4x on the Dragon Seed. This is what you want. Hopefully this is okay. Let's see how it goes. Can this get us back? Sun's Heat. Let's do another game. We'll do Firelink Explosion. There's the ticket. 1 cent denom, 75 cents a spin. It's almost ready to cash out. So 51.83 in. And I got the wheel thing. Gee, I really thought I was going to get the major for a second. Alright, played it back down to 450 and cash out. Alright, play a little Thunder Drums. Rest progressives on 50 cents. So far I've won that amount, $10.43. And here we go. Not a good start. Oh, come on. Alright, so at least there's that. Still wild in the new one? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. $20 win so far. There we go. Alright. Let's do, I don't know, one back up. Okay. Let's collect. Do over to Money Link. Now we're going to do the Egyptian Riches. 75 cents a spin. There's the progressives. This one you really need. The luck has arrived, haywire to go off. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of teases. Alright. Of course, card doesn't work. There we go. Alright, so the thing I needed, I got none of. Down to $50. Cash out. Alright, last game of the day, the Emperor's Lucky Stars Ainsworth game. 50 cents a spin, there are the progressives. If we get below 25, I think I'm cashing out, calling it a day. Let's see what we can do. And another 37.50. Alright. Not a bad win. More than 100x. I'll take it. Alright, so I did one back up. I'm going to cash that out at 96.10. Can I find a game to finally get me over the hump? Alright. My old friend slash nemesis Jade Star. There's the ticket in. And I think we're going to play 90-cent spins. I'm going to play it down to, let's say, 70. Alright, here we go. Alright, I've literally got one line hit in my first, like, whatever, 15, 18 spins. That wasn't even my bet back, so I'm cashing out. No thank you. Alright, Diamond Trails. I've only played this one other time. There are the progressives. I'll do 75-cent spins. I did not hit anything, so kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I have not played it again. Of course, it's the dreaded Konami. So the bonus cycle is like the 5 million. We're gonna give it a whirl. Let's see how we do. I'll take it down to maybe 60. First spin in, I hit the bonus. Sure is super uncommon. Let's see how this goes. I don't think this is the good thing though. I think you want the other thing. Yeah, okay, this. Well, that wasn't great. little bit higher, and then you can hit some of that stuff up there. All right, cool. Come on. Big win. One back up. All right, we'll take it. Alright, little Pac-Man. Never played this before on the blog. So in order to get all of the features, you got to play the max, which is $3. We're not going to do that, so we won't be eligible for the big wheel, but the other bonus we will. So here we go, 90 cents a spin. I spun this one down to 60. I think that's all I'm going to lose on that one. I'm going to cash out here. All right. So that was the end of that. 2 hours of play today, and I lost $40. That could have been a lot worse. What kind of a day have we had? What have we learned? I don't know. I think we learned that if you move up and down with the 1% rule as much as you can and find machines where you stay close to that, you can play a long time. As far as moving around versus staying on a machine, I don't know. You know, you got the hot machine theory conflicting with the hit and run approach, and neither one is probably more valid. Everybody always seems to say that once you get a win or a bonus, you know, do a backup spin, cash out, and go to a new machine. But if everything's operating by RNG, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, there is no pattern to be established. Cringe. So I think it's more like, if you want to make your bankroll last, you got to keep downgrading your machines to find cheaper ones as you lose, if you want to play longer, if that's the goal. Otherwise, I should have just left after 30 seconds of being there, because I was up. That was the time in which I was actually up $20. So I should have gone in, played 3 spins, won $20, and left. But that's no fun. What's the fun in that? Come on.
I mean, come on, man.
No one can do that. It's totally unrealistic. So instead, I stayed for 2 hours and lost $40. Wasn't really, $40. So is that $40 worth of entertainment? I don't know. Maybe in some cosmic sense. Sure, it passed the time. But anyway, it was fun. Maybe one of these days, like the next blood moon, I might actually have a winning session again. I don't know. I hope. It'd be nice to win another hand pay again sometime in my life. What are you going to do? I got some bonuses, got some spins. I really kind of thought I might have a chance at something decent on that Emperor's Star, whatever the hell game that was, when I actually got the wheel. I've never got that before. I kind of thought that was a bigger deal, but when I saw the values on there, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to get a major or the grand, of course. I'm just going to get some chintzy dollar amount, and of course, that's what I got, which is to be expected. Got my hopes up for nothing. But anyway, we'll live to fight another day. $60 in my pocket. Could be worse. Take her easy. See you tomorrow.
What's it all about?
Alfie, is it just for the moment we live?